welcome to Cooking with Fatscraps. I'm an okay cook sharing tasty recipes. Well, today I thought I'd share something really quick with you, a quick beef stew that you can whip together. And now if you have a Instant Pot, it goes a lot faster, of course, but everything I'm doing today you can do on the stove. So for today, what you're going to have is a couple of pounds of beef stew meat. And one thing, as I was trimming the fat off, I wanted to tell you a thing I learned was that it's a lot easier to trim fat off of meat and chicken and all that with kitchen shears. So if you have some kitchen shears, that works great. Then you're going to need like some onion chop, and then potatoes, sweet potatoes, and carrots. I have in here 2 sweet potatoes, about 5 medium-sized potatoes, and 3 carrots. And of course you'll need some beef broth, 2 cups, about a tablespoon of tomato paste, and about a half a teaspoon of anchovy paste. I learned a word this last year, and it's called umami. And all of you know what that word means, right? It means, it's Japanese for savory flavor. And that's what anchovy paste does. It adds a flavor to the whole thing that just tastes wonderful. And then finally, some sort of dry red wine. All right, I have my Instant Pot heating up. I'll throw some oil in here. And then I will throw my meat in here. Now, a real good cook would brown this meat in batches so it doesn't get all watery. But I'm in a hurry, so I'm just going to brown a little bit like this. Our meat has been browning just a little bit for a couple minutes, so I am going to add my onion and have that in there, sauteing a little bit too. And we're going to let this saute for just a couple more minutes, and then we'll finish this up and get this cooking. So you can add your salt now. I'm going to add it now. How much salt? Well, probably more than you should, but not enough, right? Okay, about, I don't know, a teaspoon or so, and then black pepper. Okay, we'll let this simmer now for a couple minutes, and in the meantime, I'm going to enjoy my Founder's Dirty Bastard Scotch Ale. It's my drink of choice, and here's to your health. Okay, our meat and onions have been sauteing for a few minutes. Now remember, everything that I'm doing here you can do on the stove, and so you'd want to brown your meat and your onions to the way that you like it. And the only difference is that you're going to pour in your broth and then let the meat simmer in the broth for half an hour to make it really tender. Then add your vegetables, and once your vegetables are done, then your stew is ready. But because this is an Instant Pot, right, we add everything all at once and then we set it up to go. Now, one thing I do not like about my Instant Pot, and I love my Instant Pot, but what I don't like about it is the saute feature really isn't as hot as I would like it to be. But it's kind of a trade-off, and that's what it is. So, okay, so let's add our vegetables, our carrots, sweet potatoes, and regular potatoes, right? Then, let's add our red wine, and you can add as much or little as you want. I'm going to add, oh, that much, okay? It's about a cup, I would suppose. And let's stir that around. Then let's add our 2 cups of broth with about a tablespoon of the tomato paste and about a half a teaspoon of umami anchovy paste. And there you have it, right? So let's put our lid on. This is going to be weird doing it backwards. And I figure about 15 minutes for every pound of meat. I got a couple pounds of meat in there, so at least 30 minutes. I am going to put it for 33 minutes just for the fun of it, just to make sure it's done. So I'll see you in about a half an hour. It's been 35 minutes and I opened it up so the pressure would come off, and now it's time to open this up and see what it looks like. Oh my gosh. Again, this is just beautiful and easy. You have meat and you have potatoes and you have carrots, it is a great meal. And so let's dish this up. There's some meat, there's some sweet potato, red potato, and carrots. And just like anything, be careful because it's going to be hotter than the hubs of heck. But let's just give this a taste. Have a little bit of sweet potato, and a little bit of meat, and a little bit of broth. Tasty. I'll see you next time.